Hello friends, welcome to Siva Academy. This video series is mainly to address the questions and the comments that I am receiving through mail or in the comment section. As a continuation of that, here is a question I have received from one of the subscriber, like what is null followed by semicolon in PLSQL. So before understanding this null statement, let us understand what is null in general in Oracle. So whenever we are inserting a data into a table, and if a column of a row doesn't have any value, then that particular column is said to be null, or it is said to have a null value. So basically nulls can appear in any column of any data type whenever that particular column is not restricted by a not null constraint or a primary key constraint. So null is very specific or special because we need to handle it differently. Already there are a lot of videos posted in this channel specifically about null. So first let me just give you a quick list of that videos, then we'll see the usage of null with respect to PLSQL. So basically the first and the very minimum basic thing we need to understand is the null related function, because wherever there is a null value we need to handle it separately. So basically we need to know all these four functions like NVL, NVL2, nullif and coalesce. And the next very important thing is how the nulls are affected by the arithmetical operation or the behavior of null with respect to the group functions, because this is one of the basic information we need to know with respect to interviews, not just interviews, with respect to the work also. The next thing is the nulls will impact the order by clause also. So whenever there is an order, whenever we are doing the order by on a particular column, if there is a null value in that particular column, obviously we can see a different result, and we can able to control the sorting by specifying few additional classes which I have covered in this particular video. The next thing is like how the nulls will be actually handled. Is one null is equal to another null, or how can I compare a null value with another null value, or like the null with respect to constraint. So all these questions are basically posted in this video. So basically all these videos will talk about null as a value only, but not as a null in a PLSQL, something like a null followed by a semicolon. So in this video, we'll understand what is this specific null followed by semicolon and where we are exactly going to use this. So first let us take a very simple anonymous block. So here is a very simple anonymous block where I have declared like three variables like LV ename, LV salary, LV new salary. And I have written like two PLSQL statement. One SQL statement, one PLSQL statement. So basically a statement in an anonymous block or in a PLSQL which will do one piece of work as part of the code. So here this SQL statement, what it is going to do is it is just going to fetch the employee name and salary, and it is going to assign into one variable. Similarly, this PLSQL statement is just going to do the arithmetical operation, and it is going to assign the result into a variable. So every statement in a PLSQL will do a piece of work. But there is one statement in PLSQL which will not do anything, and that particular statement is called a null statement. A null followed by semicolon is a valid PLSQL statement. So in this case, this null followed by semicolon is not a null value. Instead, it is treated like a PLSQL statement, but it will not do anything. You may ask, like, when it is not going to do anything, then what is the actual usage of this null statement? There are very few specific places we'll be using this null statement. Probably I will show you an example bit later. But the key learning here is that null followed by a semicolon is still a valid PLSQL statement. So let me show you a very smallest valid PLSQL block. So here is a very simple PLSQL anonymous block where there is one valid PLSQL statement, that is a null statement. Though this block will not do anything, still this is a very valid PLSQL statement. We can go and execute this block. Let me just execute and show you this block. So here is our very simple anonymous block with only one statement. That too have written only the null statement. You can actually execute this and you can see that it is executed without any error. Okay, so this is the most smallest PLSQL block. Though it will not do anything, still it is a syntactically valid. So the key learning here is that null is just a statement. You can say like a null statement which will not do any operation. So let me just show you the snippet of the Oracle documentation with respect to null statement. So basically the null statement is a no operation statement. It just pass on the control to the next statement without doing anything. So we will be using this null statement wherever we want to execute something, but we don't want to do any operation. In those kind of scenarios, we'll be using this. Specifically, we'll be using this as part of the exception handling section, because the intention is whenever we are writing an exception class, we need to write at least one valid PLSQL statement as part of the exception class. But some cases, I want to handle or I want to catch the exception, but I don't want to do any operation on top of that exception. So in that case, we can use this null statement. Let me show you an example now. So here is a block you can see. I'm just catching the exception using the exception handling block, but whenever there is an exception, I don't want to propagate this exception to the calling pace. Instead, I just don't want to do anything. So in these scenarios, we can use the null statement. Very similar to this, wherever you want to handle or wherever you don't want to do any operation, you can go and use this null statement. So here is a very similar block. So in this case also, I'm just doing the same division, but what I'm doing is, in case if the denominator is going to be 0, I'm just not going to do anything. Of course, you can make this as a simple if clause also, but this code will be much more readable, because this code will explicitly say that in case if the denominator is 0, I'm not going to do anything. It's more readable and more meaningful code also. So here is our first example, like whenever there is an exception, it won't throw. Suppose if this block is not there, the exception will be thrown. Okay, but my expectation is, even if there is an exception, I don't want to do anything. I just want to catch and I just want to leave that exception. So in that case, we can go and use this null. Very similar to this, exactly the same program. So in this case, if the denominator is 0, I'm just not going to do anything. So these are the practical usages of null statement. If you want any questions to be answered, you can post it in the comment section or you can drop to this mail ID. But before that, you can check whether a similar question has already been posted as part of the subscriber question series or as part of the interview question series. If you are not able to find your question here, please write back to me. I'll be happy to record and post as a new video. If you have learned something new, please like this video, subscribe and stay tuned for new feature video, interview question, SQL practical question and concept videos. Thanks a lot for watching this video.